The Joker sequel is called Joker, Folie, Deux. This phrase refers to a shared madness between two people in a close relationship, and we all know exactly who they are. The casting of Lady Gaga, the film's musical twist, what happened in the first film, and what to expect in the sequel. Let's break it all down. The year is 1981. Economic crisis, rising crime rates, social injustice, and corruption. Gotham City is going through one of the toughest times in its history, and we know it's moments like these that can give rise to a hero. But this hero might not be the kind people have dreamed of for years. Arthur Fleck is a man rejected by society who has spent years living in Gotham with his mother. He works as a clown, but his true dream is to be a stand-up comedian. Arthur's life is anything but easy. He suffers from violence, societal rejection, and relentless mockery from others. His already fragile mental health worsens with each new challenge, driving him deeper into darkness and loneliness. When Arthur sees a woman being harassed, he attempts to protect her but loses his temper and ends up shooting 3 men. This incident sparks major uproar in Gotham, fueling public anger as the victims work for Wayne Enterprises, owned by mayoral candidate Thomas Wayne. Moreover, Thomas Wayne's comment about the protesters as clowns transforms Arthur into a revolutionary symbol. Yet, the person behind this symbol remains uncertain. Before the people can get the hero they've been waiting for, Arthur has some things to do. Now, he is testing his limits boldly, continuing his journey as a more confident and unpredictable man, gradually moving towards becoming the Joker. After the chaotic day, Arthur is informed that the psychiatric care and medication he's been receiving through social services will be cut off. Then, he uncovers letters suggesting his mother had an affair with Thomas Wayne, leading him to believe Wayne is his father. Seeking answers, he heads to Wayne Manor, but in the end, all he learns is that he was severely abused as a child, and that his mother lost her sanity long ago. At the same time, we discover that Arthur's relationship with Sophie is purely imaginary. This reveals the depth of his delusions and the seriousness of his detachment from reality. With his loneliness growing deeper by the day, Arthur continues his path of revenge, starting with his mother.
I used to think that my life was a tragedy, but now I realize it's a fucking comedy.
In his search for his true self, Arthur gets an unexpected invitation to appear on the show of his idol, talk show host Murray Franklin, but it happens in a way he would never have wanted. Murray makes fun of Arthur's stand-up performance on his show and invites him for a live appearance to boost ratings. The wrong person at the wrong time. Arthur's plan is crystal clear. He prepares himself as the Joker for the big moment, the day he's been waiting for. Before leaving for the show, Arthur takes care of his unfinished business and steps out to execute his plan. Arthur's calm and calculated murder of Murray on live television is the moment Gotham meets its new hero. Years of corruption, injustice, and inequality have pushed Gotham to the edge. The tension explodes as people flood the streets. The chaos becomes uncontainable. Fires rage, riots break out, and even mayoral candidate Thomas Wayne is murdered. A Joker origin story set in the 80s with influences from King of Comedy and Taxi Driver might sound promising at first. However, when the film first announced, it wasn't exactly met with excitement. After Heath Ledger's iconic performance and Jared Leto's disappointing take, the role seemed untouchable. However, it didn't take long for someone to take up the role and break through the doubt. Joaquin Phoenix's unique performance led Joker to shatter biases, winning both awards and box office success. However, for some, that wasn't enough to erase doubts about a sequel. The announcement of a musical sequel starring Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn has sparked even more debate. But there are strong reasons to believe this cloud of doubt will clear. A musical isn't what most people expect in a superhero film. When a scene suddenly turns into song and dance, it can feel less real to some viewers. Fans who loved Joker for its dramatic depth might be concerned. But as the second trailer suggests, this won't be a typical musical. The film uses musical elements as a way to enhance the story and add depth. This allows us to explore the shared delusions between Joker and Harley Quinn, the illusions they live in. For instance, in the trailer, we see them dancing as they escape from a fire. On the one hand, we see the real dance, while on the other hand, we see a fantasy version of the same dance depicted in a stylish way. These transitions reveal how reality and delusion blend together. Additionally, the film uses two different color palettes. Desaturated tones represent reality, while saturated tones indicate the musical delusions. These musical sequences reveal how the characters see themselves and each other, showing us how they experience key moments in their minds. This brings a uniquely experimental nuance to the musical genre. On the other hand, you might remember that Joaquin Phoenix and director Todd Phillips were initially hesitant about a sequel. But the success from awards season and the film's record-breaking performance as an R-rated movie led them to consider continuing the story. As a result, the sequel's budget has been set at $200 million, almost 3 times the first film's budget. This not only raises the quality of production, but also shows the studio's confidence in the project. So, if we've managed to ease some of your concerns about Joker 2, let's explore what we can expect from the film. To everyone who's stayed with us this far, we kindly ask you to like the video and subscribe to Club Cinemori if you haven't already. In the first film, we saw Arthur Fleck's transformation into the Joker as he became lost in the chaos of Gotham. The sequel takes place about 2 years after the events of the first film. The city's chaos has only grown, and after becoming a symbol of revolution, Arthur is now locked up in Arkham Asylum, waiting for his trial. The main setting for much of the film, Arkham Asylum is a high-security psychiatric hospital for Gotham's most dangerous criminals. Iconic characters like Two-Face, Riddler, and Scarecrow have all served time here at some point. Fortunately, Arthur is not alone. There is someone who understands him better than anyone ever has. Harley Quinn, or as she's originally known, Harleen Quinzel. Introduced in Batman the Animated Series and later featured in comic books, this iconic character has a well-known origin story with the Joker. Harleen first encounters the Joker while working as a psychiatrist at Arkham Asylum. During their sessions, she falls victim to his emotional and psychological manipulation. Eventually, she falls in love with the Joker, and this causes her mental breakdown and descent into Joker's dark world. Harleen Quinzel soon adopts the persona of Harley Quinn and becomes the Joker's partner. Yet, the trailers suggest a different take on Harley Quinn. For example, we see her breaking into a store to steal a TV after encountering the Joker, or already being a patient at Arkham when they first meet.
Let's get out of here.
One of the details that stands out in the trailers reminds us of an old friend.
They believe Arthur Fleck to be some kind of martyr.
These lines refer to the idealistic prosecutor, Harvey Dent, also known as Two-Face. His name brings to mind the infamous scene from the Batman trilogy, though Two-Face's story hasn't yet appeared in this film. Remember, at that time, even Bruce Wayne was still a child. However, Harvey Dent might become a key player in both Joker's trial and the escape from the asylum. We'll have to wait to find out. Before we finish, let's briefly explain the current situation of the DC Universe, for those who are confused. Recently, it was announced that James Gunn is now in charge of the DC Universe, signaling the beginning of a new era. DC is making major changes to many characters, including Henry Cavill's Superman. A new universe will be created with a Superman origin film set for next year. However, films like Joker and the Batman will conclude their stories, independent of this new universe. This means that Robert Pattinson and Joaquin Phoenix will not reprise their roles outside their own universes. At least, that's the situation for now. In fact, with no plans for a sequel at this point, Joker 2 is expected to be the last film in the Joker series. Joker Folie Deux will make its debut at the Venice Film Festival in early September, just like the original film. In this sequel, we'll see Joker and Harley Quinn's relationship develop at Arkham Asylum and their attempts to escape. And we'll also follow Joker's court trial. The film will be released on October 4th. What are your expectations for the film? Could it be the movie of the year? We're looking forward to your thoughts in the comments. For more cinema content, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Club Cinemori.